Testing one, two, testing. Shalom, Israel. With ISUPK started off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. We start off 1969, where we teach blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Just make sure you understand. None of these heathens. We're going to talk about that for a little while. Um, this is the Lashawan Qadash class in Greenville, South Carolina. Um, Officer Kazak Shapar of 1,000 teaching the class, telling you about, I think we're talking about the Learn Not the Way of the Heathen. We're not going to stay too long because we have other classes, and maybe from Houston and Captain Tazariak. We want you guys to tune into those classes, okay? But we're going to teach a little bit. Learn not the way of the heathen. Of course, we're going to go over that because what do we have? We have the most heathen, one of the most heathenistic, demonic holidays there is in a year, right? What we got? Yeah, we got all these days out here, and and all of them, the heathen days that the Most High tell you not to learn. Because, see, the 12 tribes of Israel are blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. And he said, man, when we were living over in Israel, we had heathens all around us. We had Edom, we had Moab to the south, and Ammon to the southeast. We had all these different groups, heathenistic groups around that we fought. And African groups, Hamite groups, these are not our people. And that's what you need to understand. We're going to go over that. Imagine going, I mean, this living in Israel, and you looking around them, and they're learning, they're doing customs that you don't understand. That's why the Most High put this text here through the prophet Jeremiah, right? So Jeremiah did this. He said, hear ye the word which the Lord spake unto you. Now we're going to go over this and go over a few words and get on it and hit it hard, and then we'll get off of it, okay? Hear, Slakia, Jeremiah 10. Hear ye the word which the Lord spake unto you, O house of Israel. How do you know the Most High is speaking to us? It's because he said, house of Israel. That's only the 12 tribes of Israel: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Zebulun, Gad, and so on and so forth. Issachar. He says, thus saith the Lord, learn, or lamad, not the way, okay? All of the Gawayam, of the heathen. Don't learn the way of the heathen. And be not dismayed at the signs. Don't be scared of the signs in heaven, like the people, they see the signs of the Zoroaster and all this shit. I'm sorry. All these different Ouija board and wheel games and stuff that they point after the sky and want you to be scared like they are. He says, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. In other words, dismayed, they're scared of them. The Most High don't want you to be afraid of them. You have a Most High who the only reason why you should be fearful of anything is the beginning of wisdom. Learn wisdom, not the fear of the skies. That makes sense. Yeah, and then it says, for the customs of the people. The what? The Bible says in verse 3, the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth the tree out of the forest, for the work of the hands of the workman with an axe. Now, what are they talking about here? The customs of the people are vain. It says, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest. What does it sound like to you? The work of the hands of a workman with an axe. When I first read this, I can only think, oh man. Well, okay, let's keep going. Verse 4, they deck it with silver and gold, those little tassels and stuff, right? They fasten it with nails and hammers. I know my dad used to go get one. We did exactly this custom. This is the reason why you don't do this, because the Most High knew that our people would be in slavery, okay, under the bondage of the heathen. He said, learn not the ways of the heathen, right? Fasten it with nails and hammers that it move not, okay? And so we ain't gonna go too much further with it, but you read that chapter when you get a chance, Jeremiah 10, right? So learn not the ways of the heathen. I want you guys to understand. Let's see. Let's. I want you guys to transliterate a couple words for me, and then we're going to get into this, and I'll read you something about Halloween, which had an origin from one of the popes. Okay. But anyway, here's the first one. I'm gonna put a red marker by number 1. I want you guys to transliterate. Now, what does it mean? In Hebrew reads from right to left. Of course, a little more, maybe a little bit more advanced class, maybe not, I don't know. But Hebrew reads right to left. If we use the ancient Hebrew chart, Abba Gada Hawazaka Taya Kalamanasa, I Pataza Parashata. And we used the Assyrian when we were in captivity. These two languages all tie together and sound the same, but they're spelled different because that same heathen in Assyria, which are one of the prophets Daniel, were in captivity. Assyrian, Hebrew, and it says the same thing. Abba Gada Hawazaka. And that's what you're looking at right here. Hebrew always starts on the right side over here and reads to the left. Never from the left to the right, like the heathen customs that we're living in right now. I mean, the heathen nation that we're living in that follow the same customs that are dismayed, and the Most High don't want you to be dismayed of them. So I want you to do number 1. Here, of course, it's number 2 right here. 3. We're only going to do a 4. We're not going to hold you that long in class. And that's 5. And, of course, maybe 6 right there if we got time. Okay? Well, I want you guys to transliterate and tell me what this word is. We'll work on it. We're going to learn some, go over it. We'll have some, we've been learning about prepositions. We've been learning about possessive adjectives. We've been learning about nouns and verbs. And of course, we're going to apply that right now. Here's some words right now. I have prepositions in some of these words. I have possessive adjectives in some of these words. I think I do. Well, if we don't, then maybe we have some prepositions. But who we have in class tonight?
We have UPK Shar.
UPK Shar, all right.
Yeah. We have Salaki. We have Thakawa.
Thakawa, right.
And we
Amawad's rib. Right, go ahead.
And we have Manaima.
Manaima.
From Tennessee.
From Tennessee, all right.
And we have Brooke.
And Brooke, yeah, exactly. Let's clap it up for them, right? Exactly right. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, a thumb. That's for the brothers. Of course, we learned that salute. And of course, we want to salute the sisters. You say Yahweh Shamar Alathun, plural, Alathun. That means you with the N. Yahweh Shamar Alathun by Shem Yahweh Shai, in the name of Christ, okay? Or Yahweh Shai. Don't mistake the two. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are two different people. But just so you can understand, go over this first one right here and give me this, what you say here, number 1. Don't work on number 2. Wish I had a cloth that'll drape them. Do number, and just tell me what's a transliteration. Transliteration means take all of the values of this word, and it has sounds to it. And of course, the connectors. Don't forget you're using connect. That's the reason why I use this, so you can learn the connectors. One of these weeks, I'm just going to learn all Assyrian and it'll sound the same, but it'll be a total different understanding in theory. But right now we're using connectors. You have a single connector here, which is called an independent connector. And then you have one that joins two sounds together, which is a dependent connector. And then we have back to the single connector. So the upside down U is a single connector. And the regular U joins two sounds together. And there are rules behind some of this. Of course, we learn them as we go. Uh, so who else we got in class? So we got some answers here.
Not yet.
Okay, all right, and then just you guys say go ahead and work on that. Get your yan or your that's the wine or your mayam, your water, and I'll talk a little bit about what these holidays are, man, because they damn sure false. Let's learn a bit. Let's go into a little bit about what Halloween is. I had to go a little bit on about it because it's just fall right on the day. I was at the bank, man, the other day, and I saw a mom with I think it was two or three children. I'm saying to myself, what are they doing walking out here? Ain't no house out here. And it dawned upon me that's what they were doing, trying to find something out there to do related to Halloween with some candy and some heathen day, you know. So, of course, the Most High said, "Learn not these ways, man." We have, we have holy days, and I'll mention them to you at the end of class that which we go over and we do, okay? But it damn sure ain't Halloween, all right? That's a heathen holiday because we have holy days. That makes sense. So, let's see the origin of Halloween. Let's see. Let me know when you got some answers over there with people. Like I said, I want you to transliterate. That means get the sounds out of this word here and write it in English. You can do that because the English is attached to it. Abagadaha All of these in the ancient Hebrew, that's what we're dealing with right now, has a sound in English below it. So use your chart if you have to. Of course, that's why I furnished a chart right here. Okay, let's see. Uh see what else we got. Mother, oh yeah. What we got?
Brooke says that it's hard to see the chart.
That's why you have to take a picture of it when you get there. Oh well, let's see if I can.
Yahanna said she can't see the last character.
Oh yeah.
On the board.
You can't see the last character.
Yeah, on the board.
Wait a minute. Lock it. The last character?
On the board.
Which one? Right here? I mean, you're not going to be able to see.
Oh, she said she can't. She could see the chart, but she can't see the board.
This board? I mean, okay, here.
She got the chart, but she can't see the board.
Okay, here it is. Well, all you want to see really is the first word up here, and then I'll adjust this to see the rest of the board. Here it is right here. Right there.
She says blurry. Yeah.
Oh, blurry?
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Oh yeah, that looks better.
Better?
Yeah, that looks better.
Okay. How about that one? Right there. I mean, I got as close as I can about get it. Okay. There. How about that? Okay. All right. I wrote it a little heavier for you.
Brooke said much better.
All right. There you go. Maybe I need to start writing them a little darker. Okay. The Halloween is comprised of let's see. It's the Pope Boniface the fourth in the 7th century declared All Saints Day November 1st, right? Or Hallow Eve the 31st, November 31st, right? I mean October 31st, I'm sorry. The E before all is holy. That's what they're calling. Of course, they're speaking heathenistic language here, because but a pope, of course, these are the Catholic Church in which these are the heathens, right? The carving, and then what they did was they carved the carves in the pumpkins, frighten faces and scare off the spirits. These are some demonic people anyway, right? It say they want to talk to the dead on the other side. Of course, this is not our custom. That's why the Bible says, "Learn not these customs, man." And Jeremiah, let's see, no, and you're sending your kid out. Why are you sending your kid out dressed like demons and looking for candy that could be laced with fentanyl, right? And they thought, they said, well, by dressing up and carving pumpkins, that they will ward off the evil spirit demons that your child looked like. Your child looked like these demons, so they figured they ward out these demons by wearing pumpkin-like costumes and things like that. And they carve pumpkins to ward out the evil spirits, and so they wore costumes. This is not our custom. This is not something what you want to do. But like I said, they carve pumpkins, frighten faces that scare off spirits, and that's what this is their religion. You want a religion like that, and that's what you're doing. That's what your Catholic Church has told all of the Christian churches. Y'all put Halloween in there, and y'all dress like that. Make sure you take your kids out now. And you see a lot of mothers out there taking their kids out there to kill them slowly, death. And you can grab the razor blades, needles, anything, fentanyl, kill them. They don't care. But that's not a custom that the Most High wants you to do. Hope you guys understood that. Pope Boniface the Fourth started that, right? And I'm pretty sure all that stuff came from Nimrod back in the days. These Hamite customs, all right? That makes sense, guys? Y'all got that? You can see this better, so go ahead and give me what that is, bro.
Okay, we got a couple of answers.
What you got?
Takawa says Takawa says
What you got?
she has SHAMAGA. MAGA. Brooke has something different, and so does Manima.
What you got?
Brooke has Manima has SHA
Right.
MAI
MAI
AN. She's asking, is that it?
MAIAN
MAIAN. Come on.
AN.
And Brooke has something different.
Right.
Brooke has SHAMAI.
Right.
GA.
Y'all think that's a G, I guess. Okay, this right here. All right, it's my fault because that shouldn't be up there. All right. That really should be this. Go back and recalculate it. Slock I put a Hebrew Assyrian character up there. No wonder you guys had it wrong. Slock about that. Go ahead and y'all do that again. Check that last letter. That's my fault. My fault. That's not a G, and it looks like a G, but a G, would be more like an angle like that, and I put it like this in the Assyrian, and that wouldn't be right. So y'all check that character out. I'll give you another reprieve because I messed up. In other words, if you were doing this as a test, I'd give you another plus grade on it. My fault, sloppy. I got to looking at it, I said, what am I doing wrong here?
Brooke says, it's okay, sir.
Yeah.
Manima has a different.
All right, what you got, Manima?
She has.
Sorry. I apologize, y'all. Go ahead.
Okay. Manima has SHA MAIWA. Okay, and Takawa has SHA
Yeah.
MA
Yeah.
WA.
WA.
Mhm. And Brooke has SHAMAIWA.
Same as that one.
Okay.
So now Thakawa, one of y'all forgot the I in here. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and put the real answer down.
Okay.
I believe this is it right here. Y'all all had it.
Mhm.
Because I know I anyway, let's do this right here. All right. Sha ma I'm Shamai Shamai. So Shamai and then it's Wa. So what that is saying is what? Shamai means to hear. So you really saying hear. Why is it saying here? Because the Most High is talking. And the reason why you put wa on the end, because wa is a possessive adjective. It's saying who's doing the telling you to hear. And that's the Lord. So this is his. Who is that his? This wa here is a possessive adjective that represents his, and that his is the Most High. So when he's telling you to Shemai wa, he's telling you here. See, he's talking to you and he's telling you, all right, this is God. This, you just don't leave it. This ain't no woman here. That's what he's saying. So that possessive adjective on the end, which I had wrong. I had it in damn Assyrian, Salakia. But that possessive adjective belongs to here. Who's doing the hearing? Who's doing the saying? Who's Jesus? Who's doing the saying of this word? That's the Lord. It's His word. That's what He's saying. All right, good. Let's clap it up for class right there. Salakia for that. Salakia. All right, let's go to this one. Hope I ain't make no mistake on this one. All right, let's go. All right, let's do number 2. Because the Most High is letting you know. He's letting you know when it says hear the he's telling you to hear this word. He's trying to let you know that he's talking to Israel. Why? How do you know that? Because he's saying that. He said, "Hear you the word," and Most High is making sure you know. And his writing, he's saying, "Shamai." Shamai means to hear or listen. Basically, shut up and listen. That's what it's basically saying. I didn't want to say shut up and listen, but it's saying hear. The only way you can hear something is to do what? Be quiet. You hear with your ears is to do what? Be quiet, right? Okay, so it's saying Shamai, right?
Yeah.
So Shamai, or sometimes you can spell that without an A and just say, but I believe that's the way it's put. Shemai. Um, mm, Salakia. Okay, it's here in Hebrew. That's what it means. All right, it's a masculine plural. So when you want to say wa, that's a masculine plural. That's his. That's the Lord doing. It's saying this. We good?
Good.
All right.
We have some answers for number 2.
Number 2, we got this. All right, y'all got this. Then talk to me.
Okay, Brooke has an answer first.
Right.
It's HADA
HADA.
BA B as a boy, ARA.
B
A
A.
R A. Okay. Okay, my nine.
All right, I'm gonna leave the A off because I'm gonna teach you something here. Go ahead, Manaima.
She has with the AR. off. She has that.
This.
Kind of.
And okay, what does Taqwa have? And Khan.
She has the same, and so does Isra.
Oh, Isaron's in the chat too. All right, good, good, good. Clap it up, man. Clap it up, sis. All y'all in the chat now. Good. I'm glad you. We just added another one.
Okay.
How Shemalathan Bashimi Hawashai, how Bashimi Hawashai to all my brothers, and of course my sisters too, right? So this is saying this. Let's use this. Let me can they see this right here? Let's see. I think they can see that, right? Okay. All right. The bar. What does the bar mean? When I say the bar, right? So it's here. That's the first thing you want to learn. I think y'all all got it right? Okay. That's the first thing you want to do. So in this case, he's talking about the speaking. The bar means to speak, okay? But and also it can also mean the word. What are you trying to speak? You're trying to speak a word. You don't speak just air. So bar can be implied that you're speaking a word or to speak. So in this case, but what does ha mean? Ha is a preposition for what? It's no, it's a preposition.
Preposition.
So we got the word debar means to what? To speak, right? So the bar is to speak. Ha is the preposition. It's telling you, it's saying what?
He speaks.
It's saying, in this case, it's got the word or the speak or the speak word. So it's saying the. In this case, it's saying the or the word. Speak the word. That makes sense. Everybody understand that out there? See, because when I use the bar right here, it's saying ha da bar. In other words, hear and speak the word. Go ahead.
Brooke says the connectors confuse me.
Okay, let's go back. Let's talk. The bar, ha, by itself, H-A. Because this connector here, this upside down U is a what? Independent connector. It gets its full sound. Ha, let's go over this real quick here. When you have da, it gets its full sound. So that's why we have da. Right there. Okay? All right. Now you have ba. It gets its full sound because it comes before the ra. But since there's nothing after ra, and you're trying to join these two sounds together like this, like here, you want to say bar. You don't want to say bara. You just want to say bar. Why? Because you drop the ah, which is normally implied after that. But since they're joined together, you're joining two sounds together. And in this case, the ra. If that was an ah, it'd be different. But this is a ra. So da and ra, you don't need the ah because you're trying to say bar. How do you know that? Because you got a dependent connector here. So that means you drop the I, the A, I'm sorry. That makes sense, Brooke? And everybody else too, by the way. So we're saying speak the word. So does everybody understand that? Brooke, you got that? You understand that one, Brooke? Slakia. And of course, this is a preposition. That's a preposition. The word. So the Lord is saying, hear Israel, y'all hear, and then speak this word here. He's trying to tell you something here. You got that, Brooke? Let me know.
She said yes to water, sir.
Okay, yeah. Now this is just, I mean, there are rules when you have, that's why I'm using the ancient Hebrew, because ancient Hebrew is the only Hebrew. The Assyrian Hebrew doesn't have connectors. Y'all understand that? We'll get into the rules of that. The Syrian connectors, the Syrian Hebrew only have 5 endings. But in this case, this is clear that this is ancient Hebrew. So when you join this together, now what you got to be cognizant of that, okay, what am I trying to make? I'm trying to make one sound. Just remember when you see an upside down U, that is a what? That is a dependent connector. That ba and that ra depend on each other to make one sound. And that one sound is bar. Got it? It's not bara. Because if it was, then I would say, if this was bara, I would do this, Brooke. I would say ba ra. That makes sense? Then it'll be the bara. But no, 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 no. We want one sound, and that's this sound. So basically, the Lord is saying, here, I'm God, and he is in the masculine form. Here, that's why it says wa, Shamai wa. Here, he's saying the word or the speaking, or hear the speaking or hear the word. That's what it's saying. That's how you can know. You can actually say that, hear the speaking. But in this case, hear the word. All right, let's go to the next one. What we got right here, and number 3. If everybody understand that, put the let me know, con or con sir, or hand clap, something. I'll stop for you no matter what. And we're gonna do these words, and then we're gonna end class because I want to get into anybody else's class related to so we can get into some of these debates of Captain Zariak and other down in Houston or whatever they have. Okay. All right.
She said she thinks Salaki, sir. She said, I think I'm finally understanding it, sir.
Clap it up to her. And it's going to take some time because when you get in class, all of the women and the men, they actually understand. And that's how they learn, Brooks. So it's not this. I take my time. I don't run on. Person don't understand. Hell, I take my time and go back and explain it. But that's a very important lesson because once you learn this lesson about connectors, it teaches you a lot about the language. All right. And here, like prepositions, hadabar, the word. What do we got here? This is possessive adjective right here. Wa. See that? That's wa. And we got all kind of stuff going on up in here, right? All right. What's the next one here?
Okay. Everybody has an answer.
What y'all got up in here?
Okay. Brooks says AHSH. AHSHAR.
AR?
And Nine has ASHA. No H. ASHAR. And Fakawa and Azrael have answers too.
Same thing?
They have that first one.
The first one? Okay. All right. All right.
It's lucky I won.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke says you're a great teacher at the water for your patients.
Oh, no problem. Appreciate that, Brooke. All right. How about Shem Yahushai Brakatha? Yahweh Shemalathan by Shem Yahushai, to my sister. Absolutely. I'm patient. You gotta be. Right? All right. All right. Let's see here. Where we at? You know, a lot of times they use this word ashar, asher. It's ashar, which. In other words, it's just talking about a word like hear the word. Here is like it's like a part of speech that like a conjunction like clause. Um, if, as, since, or as, or with, or hear the word that which. That's the WHICH. Hear the word is basically is what it sounds. Okay, which the Lord. Okay, and that's what it's saying. So, we're gonna go with Asher or Asher. It's Shar, Ashar, Asher. Here's the word. Now, I mean, it could be spelled different, but we're gonna spell it this way right now. Okay. All right. That looks right. Ah, Shah, and then Ra. With no, just remember, there's no after it because you preempt the A from happening because you joined it with a what? Dependent connector. That's why you get that. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. Number 4. Y'all got that? Number 4. Talk to me. Number 4. Which one we got? So the Most High, so far, he's saying Shamawa. That means here. This is the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge. Lashawan Qadash class here under command of Jonah Yahanna, right? The Shemawa here, it is masculine. So the Most High is talking. Ha the bar. And of course, that wa is a back here. Of course, you guys are doing number 4 right now. While I'm talking here. Wa is a possessive adjective. You got to understand who's owning this here. Who's on telling you about this speech, and that is a masculine male or the Most High in this case. Go ahead. You got an answer?
You have 4 answers, all the same.
Okay, go ahead. Get it to me.
Y-A.
Y-A.
H-A.
H-A.
W-A.
W-A.
H.
All right. What's that spell? Clap that up. Everybody got that one, man. Now, what that spell, now you know who this masculine is. That's Yahweh. And Yahweh is what? That's the Most High, right? And that's Yahweh is the Most High. That's the Most High. Some of y'all call him God, but he's the Most High. There are many gods, so we're going to say the Most High, Yahweh. Yeah, that's why we say Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh in the name, and it's masculine. Here, so we use Wa, so we say Yah, Ha, Wa. Okay? So we say Yah, Ha, and then we say Wa, and then we put a Ha sound out there. Once you get used to using this dependent connector here, and the independent connector, you can spell just about any word you want. Because sometimes I miss some of it. I ain't no expert, man. But anyway, number 5, what we got? Y'all work on number 5. What we got for number 5? Number 5. And I appreciate you guys taking the time and not running ahead. Y'all give me the proper answer at the right time. That could be some good wine or some good mayam. I ain't gonna say. What we got here? So he's saying the Most High is doing some talking up in here. He's saying Shemai. Hey, in other words, he's saying listen. Here, that means all of Israel better shut up and listen. Here, that's why the Most High is telling us to come together and not be customs of joining Halloween. Make sure we get this out of there. Or any holiday. No Thanksgiving, nothing. In this case, we're talking about taking your kids out and doing these pagan customs. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take them out there and get no fentanyl or whatever they got on up there, man. Or anything, just for the sake of not doing it. Don't do it. The Most High never told you to. Like I said in the class, we're gonna share with you. Uh, Listen, man. I mean, we got all these days up in here that you can use. I mean, we got many Sabbath, man. Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of First Fruits, Memorial, Blowing of Trumpets, the Day of Atonement, Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, Purim, and of course we got Passover coming up. Hey, listen, by the way, while I got you out here, remember to pay your Passover feast. It's $200. ISUPK.com, or call up one of the captains in the camp to make sure, hey, how do I pay my Passover fee? Pay that so Commander General Yahanna can feed this nation and give them exactly what they need. Okay, all right, and of course, um, we give this gospel out free, but in some it takes money to run anything. So we're asking you in this case for the Passover. It's a big event, $200. Okay, all right. So everybody got it. We got this word right here. What we got?
Everybody has the same answer, and we have some.
That's what I like to hear. Everybody got the same answer. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Okay. BAY.
BAY.
A
A
TH.
TH.
Kind of one.
Yeah. All right.
So like yeah, I don't know. We have somebody else joining us, and also
Who we got?
also Nayar, they join us.
Also Nayar. All right. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai Barak. A thumb to all of my brothers. Also Nayar 500 just got his rank raised.
And Sister Rebecca, RIBQAH.
QAH.
Bath Raban.
Okay. All right. RABBI.
RIBQAH.
QAH.
Right.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm glad to have you, Sister. How Shemala Taba Hashem, how was shy to all of my sisters also, and I appreciate this. Clap it up for class, man. And I appreciate you joining class. What is this word spelled? Bayath, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's Bayath?
Home.
Would you say home? A house? Does everybody agree with that? Put it in the chat. I believe that's what it is. So it's simply the house, right? So why is the Lord saying this? Why is he talking to a house? Well, we're going to tell you what kind of house that is. So basically, you have the Most High right here, Yahweh, Shemaiwa. Here. Hear the word, or hear the speaking. Ha-dabar, Ashar, which the Most High speaks or says, I can say af, of the Lord. To who? Y'all come up with this word right here. I'm going to have to get back for this one. Y'all do number 6, and I believe that'll be one of our last ones here, and we're not gonna hold class too much longer. Okay? All right. The next week, the next week we'll get back on to our we'll talk about this heathen some more. So y'all make sure y'all tune in because we got to talk about those 18 nations. We got to get up some more of that heathen. Talk about these heathen nations. Right now, we're talking about the heathen customs. Don't learn the way of the heathen. So you got to understand that. And that's what the Most High is saying. Learn not the way of the heathen, man. Don't be dismayed. Don't be out here going down the street supporting this. What is this? The 31st, which Pope Boniface the Fourth instituted. All when you want to follow an old Pope that had a crown on and jack-o'-lanterns around his crown and want to teach you about jack-o'-lanterns so he can ward off evil spirits. I'll show you how to ward off evil spirit. Get up in the ISUPK and we'll teach you how to get rid of those demons that float around there. We do it. As a matter of fact, we do it every time we teach a class, every time we get out there in camp. We show y'all, right? Shemai, Shemaiwa, possessive adjective, So the Most High is doing the speaking here. He's saying, hear me. Okay, the hadabar preposition. Hear the word, or hear the speaking, or hear the speak. Ashar, which the Most High is enough, and I can go back and just say, speaking the word, the Most High says or speaks. I don't want to say it again because I can put it down here. Speaks to the house of what? What's this word right here?
Takuwa has an answer.
What you got, Takuwa?
She has Y-A.
Y-A.
S-H.
S-H.
A-R.
A-R?
Yeah.
Okay.
A-H.
A-H.
L.
L. All right. I made a mistake right here. Slakia. I'm going to change the Hebrew connectors right there. And I'm going to put an A on there. Okay? Because I spelled it wrong. Slakia. Yashar Allah. I made a mistake. I own up to it. All right. I'm sorry, Takawa. But you're right. And she followed it down to the exact way to do it. Since I put that Hebrew connector on there, that was a this independent. She put the dependent connector on there, and hey, that would be right. So it's my fault, but I'm changing it.
So like your book is saying it's blurry again.
What's that? Oh, okay. Well, let's fix that. Let's fix that, Brooke. How about this? How about that? That better? Yeah, just make these independent sounds here. I'm sorry, Slocky. I made a mistake. Go ahead. That better? That should be better, Brooke. Sorry about that.
She said, Tawa.
Yeah, there you go. And Takawa had this. I believe if she redo it, she'll put that A on the end there. And I believe it should be right. Who is Bayath Yasharala? Who is Yasharala? Who is Yasharala, y'all? Somebody in the audience tell me who that is. What does that mean? So we're going to say Sha Mawa Hadabar Ashar Yahweh Bayath Yasharala. Yashar Allah. Who is this?
The sister from North Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Rakwa. She says
who?
Rakwa. R-I-B.
Okay, gotcha. What you say?
House of Israel.
House of Israel. Damn right.
Azara said Israel.
Israel, yes. And that's right. And both of them are exactly right. This is actually Israel. That's Israel. So when you say Bayath Yasharala, and I'm sorry, Thakawa, for not putting the two independent connectors there, but you got the point. That's saying Yasharala. So the Most High, who's he speaking to? This is evidence right here. This is evidence that the Most High is only talking to Israel. Who you think Yahweh is? That ain't here Buddha. That ain't here say. He didn't say Buddha here from the house of Mawa'abah. Moab. He didn't say Ammon. Aman. Nah. He didn't say Elam. He didn't say Elamites or in East Indian. All right. He said Yasharallah. That's the house of Israel. All right. That's Judah, Benjamin, and Levi all the way to Issachar, all the way to Gad. Zebulun, Ephraim, Gad, Reuben, Asher, who's in, can't remember, Naphtali, and Issachar, somewhere in there. Lucky if I miss one. There's 12 tribes in there, okay? But that's what it is, house of Israel. That's what your Most High is trying to say. Here, he said this. He said for the cut, let me finish reading this. Because we're going to finish up in a few minutes here. Don't want to hold you, okay? And I appreciate the people. Because he said this. He said this here, speaking to the, until the house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. That heathen is a gawayam. Gawayam. That word there, gawayam. Let me put that down on the board because that's just so you'll know what heathen is. So you'll know what that word looks like, okay? So you know what a heathen word, you know how you said it. Ha gawayam. Ha gawayam. Let's see if I could we got it, we can put it right here. We can say ha, and then we'll say gawa, yum. I think it's like that. Ha gawayam. Ha ga wa and then yum. We're gonna say many heathens. So gawayam, that is basically a heathen. The heathens. That's what it really means. Okay, that makes sense. Heathens with an S. Make sure y'all can get that one right there. Just like that. Heathens with an S. So what is the word gawa? Get that right here. The word gawaya is the word for saying nation or goy, the nation. And get nations mean the heathens. It's talking about the heathen nations. But when I put ha, I'm putting the. I'm putting the right here. So ha. That ha right there, that's the same as saying the heathens. The heathens. And gawaya. Gawayam. That means plural. That's why that S is there. The heathens, the heathen nations. Okay. The Bible says, learn lamad. I'm sorry, learn not the way of the heathen. So when you say not is af or all, I'm sorry, that word all, al. So learn not the way. A lot of people say la'ah. You can say that too, but if you want to say not, la'ah is no. But if you want to say not, you say al or all. So you want to say learn not the way of the gawayam. That makes sense. Learn not the way of the heathens. Yasharallah, Israel. So when the Most High puts when he was talking all to Israel that we learn not the ways of these heathens right here. Okay, do not learn the way of these heathens. I'll put an arrow right there. And of course, we were talking about those heathens in the 18 nations. All right, we were showing you how all these, especially Edomites, man, they lived in Israel, on the south of Israel, Salakia. When we were in Israel, they lived like south of us, from what I remember reading the map. And then you had Moab lived southeast too, and then they were like southwest. And of course, you had other what? You had other nations that lived all around us when we lived there. And the Most High knew that He had to tell the prophet Jeremiah, don't learn the way of the heathen. Way of the heathen, man, they take Christmas trees and they put and induce all kinds of evilness on you. And this time they're trying to put Halloween on you the 31st here. The Bible says, learn not the way of the heathen, right? So we're done. Let's clap it up for class, right? Everybody understand? Clap it up for class.
Azra said Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala. That's exactly right. Learn not the way of the heathen. Don't take your son out or your daughter out and learn out of the house, man, and dress up in some costume. Because if you do, you're doing what Pope Boniface said, the fourth, way back in what century? The fourth century, I believe. And he said, "No, let's take them out and let the people learn these ways here, so we can ward off evil spirits." You got to realize that they didn't have our Bible, so therefore, if they ain't got our Bible, which because it wasn't for them, then they don't know the word. Okay. So we're done. Let's clap it up for class, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Barak Thumb to all my brothers. Yahweh Shemala Thumb by Shem Yahweh Shai. And let's read some Hebrew. Let's read some now. We got any questions? Let's get into some more Hebrew up in here. Some security announcement, right? All right. With ISUPK started off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for the brother and sister. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. All right. After 6 months, if a brother or sister have an interest um, in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is the commandments, Numbers 18:1, Malachi 3:8 and through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asharah, 10% of every penny of increase the Most High gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher, the priest fund. Free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, but whatsoever amount you will like, right? Upcoming holy convocations. We have the next holy convocation, we'll have the Feast of Dedication, Hakanaka, the 25th day of the ninth month by the space of 8 days, Sunday, 14th December 2025 for 8 days. You find that in Maccabees. This first Maccabees? Let's see. Yeah, first Maccabees, Slakia. First Maccabees 4:52 through 61, right? And then it says, remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And for that, we're going to stand and we're going to give our salute, Salakia, to our brothers and our sisters, right? Oh, Salakia. Madam Shabbat, Matim. Barak, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Thumb, Yayamata, Sar, and faces sisters. We'll give one courteous salute to the sisters. Madam Shabbat, Imagine. Barak, Yahweh Shema ala Thun by Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yamata, class dismissed.